Good day to everybody. I am Fr Kennedy Perera, and my senior professors are Professor Kennedy and Professor Veerappan Banda. My topic is the role of social capital in educational literature, a critical synthesis. Flow of the presentation is first exploring the concept of social capital, because the historical and conceptual social capital at the history differs from what they study recently and at present. Historical social capital, we see the concept itself used in different ages. First in 1900 in America by an author in 1960 by called Hanifan. But he didn't have a wider view, but he had something to do with the school. Therefore, he defines the social capital as the capital of the parents, or the relationship with the parents and their relationship with the school can help the educational achievement of the children. But we see the evolution here. In 1990, the citations are 0. 1991 to 95 only 57, 96 2000 there is a kind of enthusiasm to study. Then the biggest is near recent history. Conceptual social capital. The term social capital combines the meaning of both social and capital. So social and capital does not make sense for social capital unless there is a relationship. Especially we see the social relationships. However, in the past, for decades of classical theory of social capital has been revisited by neo-capitalist theories who essentially criticize class explanation as important ingredients, especially structuring social, human and cultural capital. So there is no social capital existing outside these human, social and structural capital. Coleman elaborates that social capital is concerned with the importance of relationships as a resource of social action, which has the network affecting the facilitating the social actors and actions. Therefore, what is meant by a statement that social capital represents a form of capital? For us, we have to identify what types. First of all, there are assets. Then we have the networks. There are assets or resources. Bourgeois is very particular about sum of resources. Then it's a network. All the authors take it as networks. Then thirdly, it involves a cost. You cannot buy it free. Fourth is it's public good, especially existing for collective goodwill. This is the idea by Diana and Bar. Different level of social capitals. There are 3 possible conceptual editions for social capital depending on their scope. First of all, we take by Bourgeois social capital in micro level. We have micro, meso and macro, but mostly the micro level, the individuals are important, whereas Bourgeois gives priority to individual level or the family level. Therefore, relationship between the parents, still children, that is very influential and significance in the development of student as within the family, within the personal relationship, as a family being a resource. Coleman takes a different view, but he gives the priority to the person, but it's a collective property for him. Social capital can highlight groups for which trustworthiness, mutual trust, or the trust offers a foundation that creates many advantages for the educational achievements. In the context of smooth relationship between individuals and within families and schools, social capital refers to the micro level set of relationship between actors. Then the second level, social capital, meso level, it is the group concept, whereas social capital being embodied in a group network or the small community network like society and business community. Meso level is at large, where the shared values are there, shared language, maybe a larger society or nation as such or a country as such. Theoretical perspective of bourgeois is define social capital as a sum of resources, maybe actual, maybe virtual, maybe individual, maybe group, but giving priority to individual, that especially durable networks, so that will facilitate the society and individuals. Network more or less institutionalized relationships of mutual acquaintances and recognition. But bourgeois differentiates between three forms of capital, especially economic, cultural and social capital, whereas these both have social capital involved in this. Coleman is an aspect of a social structure. For him, more important, the structure facilitates certain actions of individuals who are within that structure. So there are entities include obligations, expectations, trust and information. Two factors for Coleman are very important, that is structure that facilitate certain actions of individuals. Coleman three forms of capital includes reciprocity, the reciprocal relationship, information channels and flow of information, and norms enforced by extension. Putnam fall in line with Coleman, but defines social capital. Social network contains value for individuals like physical, human capital, social contacts, influence the productivity of the individuals and group. Especially physical capital remains in physical objects, but human capital in property of individuals, and social capital inheres in relation among the individuals. It is interesting to see that the capital divided by bourgeois is taking social capital and cultural capital, but cultural capital also includes in social capital. But cultural capital has first the embodied capital, the skills of the person, then the objectified capital, which is the asset what the person, for example, a handbag, a good car, a branded car, something like that is also an asset, yet it falls into the line of cultural capital. Rich culture reflects rich items or branded items, would say. Then institutionalized cultural capital is identified as authority and qualifications like the institutions on, like if say university is having degree level and also PhD, the institutionalized cultural capital. But the thing is that this is what you are, what you have, and social capital come into it. Who do you know and who you are? This is very important. In the social capital, more than what we have, what we are, whom we know, our relationship with these people, our network is important. Development of the empirical debate is social capital and education brought by Coleman anticipate that the academic performance of children from economically well-placed family will do better. That if they have would say rich family can afford the big school, can pay their big admission fees. Then cultural capital and education by Bourgeois on cultural capital confirms that learners from privileged socio-economic backgrounds always once again have, and their culture if it is rich, so that they put everything they have to achieve educational success and get qualified. Therefore, the cultural, linguistic backgrounds are acquired according to the demands and expectations of the school. They can perform well. Dimensions of social capital, we have the relational dimension first of all. It is more of the parental level, their relationship with the children, with the society, with the school is very important. The feelings, their education, their knowledge and their need of child being educated. We have the structural dimensions of parents, especially involved with the structure, their connection and relationship with the school, whether they maintain it so that it will be a support for the children, and also number of change in the school also important. Cognitive level, of course, their expectations are more important. How knowledgeable they are with regard to the child's education, and also whether they have high expectations in the cognitive level, to hit the society at large. We have these three levels once again, therefore micro, meso and macro, where individual, family and school, community and community is involved. That is the area we want, where meso level is the community level and the macro level, macro level, the society at large. Social capital therefore operates at two levels, family level and the school level. The community coming in between, family and school will create the community. And social capital, family social capital, parental and especially the whole network with the family, school social capital, whole network with the school, and this will, how it will affect the educational achievement of the children depending on the cultural and physical capital. So reference we are used at the presentation are these, and I am not lengthy I hope, and thank you very much.